Good morning, boys and girls. Today I'm going to read a story to you. This is called Lots and Lots of Coins, and it's written by Margaret Reed and illustrated by True Kelly. Lots and Lots of Coins by Margaret Reed, illustrated by True Kelly. My dad carries paper money in his wallet to buy things. When he spends paper money, he usually gets change back. He does this a lot, and so we have plenty of coins to look at together. May I see the change? Are you a collector? Dad and I think that coins are cool. He's a collector. I learn a lot about coins from him. Dad says that coins have been around for a long time, hundreds of years, even thousands of years. Once Dad made me laugh. He emptied a pocket full of beads and shells, and that's what he said people used to use for money. Here, you can keep the change. Ha ha, very funny. I'm glad coins were invented. Here, you keep the change. Shell it out, Dad. Ha ha. Some things that people used to use for money were tobacco, which was the official money of Virginia and Maryland in the 16 and 1700s. Cowrie shells, used 3,500 years ago in China and up until 1935 in rural Nigeria. The Greeks used oxen. In England, they used horses, and they used to use camels. Bear teeth were used. Salt was used as money to preserve food, fish hooks, animal skins. Egypt and Crete used sheep. Coiled feather money from the Solomon Islands were glued to bark and took 300 birds to make one coil. Tea leaves, nails by the early European Americans, dried fish, and boar's tusk. Coins from around the world come in different shapes and sizes. Dad has a Japanese coin that has a hole right in the center. I look for shiny new coins. Dad looks for rare old coins. If a coin is shiny and bright, it is probably new. If it is dull and dark, it is probably old and maybe getting valuable. Dad doesn't spend the coins he collects. He fits them into a special folder to protect them. Printed on the folder is the year the coin was struck at the mint. That's my birthday, he says, and I laugh. I think it is funny to say that coins have birthdays. What does struck at the mint mean, Dad? I thought a mint was red and white candy stripes. Dad smiles. The mint is where coins are made. The first U.S. mint facility was in Philadelphia in 1792. The U.S. Mint facility at Philadelphia today. There are also mints in Denver, San Francisco, and West Point. You can look for the mint mark on a coin. D is for Denver, S is for San Francisco, P is for Philadelphia, and W is for West Point. Plain round metal discs are put in powerful machines. It strikes two different pictures into the metal. One side is called heads and the other side is called tails. Flipping a coin is one way to decide who gets the first turn. Heads, tails. Heads, I win. Tails, I win. Heads, you lose. Dad says, if a mistake is made at the mint, an odd coin may become a treasure to a collector. A 1955 penny, double printed, could be worth $12,000. A three-legged 1937 buffalo nickel could be worth thousands. Struck off center, a coin is worth more with a readable date and mint mark. A penny with a nickel printed on top? Coins are different colors depending on the metal used to make them. Copper for the penny, aluminum, gold, silver, electrum, and tin. Electrum is a mix of gold and silver. After we finished checking for special coins, Dad puts the rest of the change in an old fish bowl. I call it my coin collection. I stir those coins and look through the glass at them all mixed up. Then I dump them out. I'm rich. When I look at my coins, it's fun to pretend I'm rich. But I found out that it takes a whole lot of change to buy a soccer ball or a hamster at the pet store. You really have to save up for the things that you really want. Dad and I make a game of sorting coins by size. I close my eyes and pick a coin out of the fishbowl. First, I find a penny. A penny is also called a cent. It takes 100 pennies to buy something that costs $1. Next, I find a smaller, thinner coin. It's a dime. 10 dimes equal $1. Equal is an important word. It means that different things have the same value. Now I'm feeling for a nickel. A nickel is wider and thicker than a penny. It takes 20 nickels to equal $1. Look, Dad, some of these nickels have buffaloes. This buffalo was named Black Diamond. He lived in the Central Park Zoo in New York City. A quarter is bigger. It takes 4 quarters to equal $1. I feel around for the biggest coin. It's called a $50. It takes 2 $50 to equal a whole dollar. I like to make rubbings of coins. I tape the coin to the back side of the paper and rub the front side with a pencil. I line the coins up in order of size. Then I line them up in order of their value. Sometimes a big coin is worth less than a small coin. Dad says coins are like a piece of history you can hold in your hand. New nickels celebrated the anniversary of the purchase of the Western lands. President Thomas Jefferson sent Lewis and Clark to explore the West. One nickel shows how they traveled by keelboat. Another shows the peace medal they gave the Indian people that they met. Another westward journey nickel has the words, "Oh, the joy." It tells how they felt when they saw the Pacific Ocean for the first time. Sacagawea, who guided the Lewis and Clark expedition, took her baby along. They are on a gold-colored coin. Dad's collection has the other dollar coins too. Susan B. Anthony fought to get women the right to vote, although she never got to vote herself. Almost every day we find new state quarters in Dad's pocket change. Each state quarter has a different design to show what the state is proud of. It also tells the year that the state became part of our country. There's California. There are a lot of different presidents on coins. At school, we learn about the ones who helped found our country. Hey, I tell Dad, all of those founding fathers had long hair. I put their coins in one pile. John Adams, James Madison, Thomas Jefferson, and George Washington. But other presidents have short hair. I put those coins in another. Franklin Roosevelt on the dime, Dwight Eisenhower on the big dollar coin, John F. Kennedy on a $50. That's such a funny idea, sorting coins by how the presidents wore their hair. Abraham Lincoln goes in a different pile. He wore a beard. All my pennies have Abraham Lincoln's picture on the front, but they have different pictures on the back. The first Lincoln pennies have a picture of wheat sheaves on the back. Then came a different picture, the Lincoln Memorial. The newest change shows 4 different times in Lincoln's life. I sort the pennies by the designs on the back. Some rare coins are worth a lot of money. Founding Father Benjamin Franklin's designs were used on the first penny authorized by the United States Congress. I wanted to see that penny, but Dad didn't have one. He said that penny is worth more than $1,000 now. Sometimes Dad and I have so many coins that we take them to the bank to trade for paper money. We used to count out sets of coins and fill paper tubes with them, but now there are machines that do the counting for us. I like to see all that money. That machine is noisy. Well, I think you can afford that hamster now. I'm glad coins keep changing. That's what makes them so fun, especially when I collect them with my dad. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story. You can always rewatch it when you'd like to. Bye.